Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation 2. Alright, happy to share I get first and second competition. We completed one job and 92% complete. That said, jobs get harder in the second round as usual, and this is proven again. 99% strategy will work for this event. Alright, so now this is before, of course, the end of the second competition, about a day plus before that. Later on at the end video, I will show you how I managed to basically only claim first at the last moment. So as of now, as usual, a lot of basically preparation work, especially nails, is required. Basically, you could hide some nails here and there. I mean, in the sawmill, by cancelling job later on. Furniture and textiles likewise have all the nails hidden there, so eventually you can unlock your nails when required. Nails wise, I think it's about 10 minutes to make, so it takes a bit of time, especially when the quantity of nails required will be high. Basically, I'll say that the jobs required right now is about 290 to 300 quantities. What happens after you ended first round? The quantity required will be about 500 plus. That's the second round's jobs. So I would expect the third round jobs to be about 700 plus, and eventually to 1,000, like what we experienced in the first competition. So that's it. 99% strategy seems to be working. Do not exceed 100%, also called 99% to 100%, because once you do that, you will basically suffer the consequences of having very high quantities, but the EP is somewhat the same. So what I'm trying to say here, the return of your work is very low once you hit the round 2, and you have an added effort to be cleared if you clear 100%, because there'll be added premium in addition to the already high quantities. So in short, your quantities will be higher than everybody else that is at 99% and below. Alright, so as I mentioned in my previous video, we were trying our best to so-called delay the completion, at the same time try to pace it out. But unfortunately, this 3 days competition is really tough. I've been fighting really this strong competitors, and eventually left with 3 of us, including myself, that is basically fighting for the first, second and third place. I was third place all along in the last phase of this competition. I was waiting for the last 10 seconds actually before I unleash the so-called well-kept EPs. 100 over EPs were unleashed at the last 10 seconds, probably catching a breath after that. After the news was declared, I was first. So this apparently caught the 2 competitors off guard. They wouldn't have sufficient time to react because I only do it at the last moment. How I learned about this, I was facing such consequences whereby I neglected that my competitors at the last moment could do the same thing to me. So with that, I learned basically, if you really want to so-called hide your EPs, you do it at the last 10 seconds, then you unleash it, and eventually you will claim a higher ranking. Okay, so but of course some people will unleash EP using gems as well, but I'm gem poor. You can see, as always, less than 10 gems, so it's not possible. The only way I got first this time around is because I completed one of the jobs from the contractor with ELOS about 119 EP, and together with that we have another, I think, 58 EP, so in total it was 100 over EP that we managed to climb back. So you can see here, KY as usual, last moment, in the last 1 day or so, he was really fast. Early on he was like 5th place or below, and then he just caught up at skyrocket speed, which I do not know how and why, but suspect is really high capacity, or probably some gems involved as well. But the other competitors was all consistently at quite good. So I would say that this competition is really tough. I think 5 of us were in the competition, but I think 2 of them dropped out a bit, so it left with 3 of us. You'll see the more intense fight later on. For now, it's really preparations, and of course before the trains come back, you must always prepare for the items to be ready. We are left with about 12 hours from at this point towards the ending. So when we have trains back, I really got to plan well because of that very hard job. Later on, you'll see, I think I spent about 6-7 hours to deliver because of the triple restriction. So sometimes you really got to bear in mind when it hits you with a triple restriction, i.e. region 6 rare, and I think as steam. I only have 4 of them, and only one is high of 40 capacity. The rest is low capacity, so that took me a long while. Yep, the 18 as well. So we have a 40 and an 18 rare steam. The other one, if I'm not wrong, was 12 and 10. So it took me a really long while. So I decided at the end of the day just rely on the 40 and the 18 to do the job, and release the other 2 trains dispatchers to do other jobs. So in that way, it's really resource prioritization, as I mentioned always. Put your dispatcher to with the best train that you can have, and then that way you can maximize your return. All right, so just gotta bear in mind, sometimes it's like that, you have no choice there. So pencils, yeah, that was also a pain because I do not have sufficient of those. I really got to last minute, got to work that out as well. So as usual, sometimes you get lucky, you get good trains. For me, most of the times it's common, but today we got a epic. It was really lucky. We managed to have an epic train. Normally we wouldn't have that. So was really happy with that. And of course, getting parts is a usual chore. You must get it. If you could spend some coins on that when it's legendary or epic or even rare, but commons I will normally not buy. So otherwise I'll just keep on saving them. It's coming in really handy, especially I'm crossing regions soon. Really. We've got to struggle to win the 3rd competition as well if possible. Currently with the collected, after winning 2, we have 700 coins. We need another 300 more. I think more or less we have secured the win. We still have 4 competitions. As long we get roughly, I think about 80 to 70 per competition, we would have sufficient. Bear in mind, there'll be a last bit on the last day as well, so there'll be easily another 100 plus. So I would say that more or less the 1000 coins legendary is secured. Then it really got to boils down to when should I change trains. I'm definitely going to change it only when I cross to the next region 7, which is really fast, unfortunately. Once we cross that, the winning rate wouldn't be that high anymore because we're going to start from scratch. We'll see how that work out eventually, and whether we could apply that ETO strategy. I'm not too sure. I don't know whether ETO strategy still works or not. If you know, you could share with me. It stands for event trains only. So this is the first time I'm going to try it, but I'm not too sure whether it will work. The fact that we only have 1 or 2 trains to try out with. So as usual, another daily reward, and we don't really have a good thing here, just part of the reward trains from the event as well. So sometimes you got good ones, like just now, daily reward you can even get epic, sometimes even you get common. So but that's it, it's not unexpected. Alright, so at this juncture we're left in an hour plus. I've done the last thing I could do. You can see here easily 100 over 120 or near 130. Alright, the first guy was having such a good time, bearing in mind that he may have 130. I unleashed this 119 and 58 on him in the last 10 seconds. I was really happy on this. Take a look. Alright, so we have the new profile again from that win, so it's really good. And I'm gonna share with you this. Quantity is getting high, it's around 2. You can see 500 over. So, alright, thank you for watching. Wish you good luck as well for the next one. Goodbye.